Hey there, this is Dwayne from the University of Florida with IFAS IT, and this is going to be a really short video on how to make sure that you can successfully deliver your presentation at this year's AMPIC conference. So we're using Microsoft Teams and we're using PowerPoint Live, so this may be a little bit different, but really there's only 3 things that you need to do to be successful at giving this presentation, and that is to have your camera and your microphone turned on and know how to take control of a presentation in PowerPoint Live and Teams. And I'm going to walk you through that right now. All right, so here we are inside the Teams desktop app, and I'm looking at a demo team. So I'm going to use this for demonstration purposes. This won't be the actual real team. You want to make sure that you're in NACAA 2021. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is double check your device preferences and make sure that you've got the right camera, the right microphone, and the right web speakers. So you go up to the top and click on the 3 dots here and go into settings. And from here, you'll click on devices. From here, you'll be able to choose a headset. If you have a headset, you can drop this down and pick the headset. If you want to choose specific speakers and specific microphones, you can do that here by dropping these down. And then as you scroll down, you'll be able to see your webcam. So if you have a laptop and maybe another webcam on a monitor or something like that, you'll be able to switch back and forth between them here. So we're in a room and we've got a few meetings that have been scheduled. So these are meetings that either have previously happened or will happen in the future. So if you see the calendar icon, that means it's a scheduled meeting. An active meeting is actually going to have a join button, a little camera icon, and a clock running next to it. So we're going to go ahead and jump in this meeting here. Now you'll have another opportunity here to either join muted or with your camera off, set a background filter. You can also, again, under computer audio, you can select more settings. So if you need to triple check your settings, you can do that here. And then you jump into the meeting. So by default, you will not have the ability to share your screen or be a presenter. So a UF facilitator will be promoting you when it is your turn to give your presentation. And that UF facilitator is also going to pull your presentation up for you using PowerPoint Live inside of Teams. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a demo PowerPoint real quick. And so this is what that would look like. We've got the ability to share control of this PowerPoint presentation with you. So what I'll do is I'll now make myself a presenter. And you'll get a notification. So see at the top, I've got a purple bar that says you're a presenter. And now I have this button that says take control. So I can click take control. And now I'm in the driver's seat of this PowerPoint presentation. You are seeing this in presenter view. So if your PowerPoint deck has notes in it, you'll be able to read your notes here as well as see the upcoming slides along the bottom. If you don't use notes and you'd rather see the slide larger, if you click these 3 dots right here, you can say hide presenter view, and that will make the PowerPoint slide front and center for you. Some folks like to use notes. Some folks like to use the content that's actually on the slide. So you can do either one that works for you. You also have some annotation tools down here. I'm a big fan of the laser pointer. I feel like it's the most versatile tool. So if you want to point out something, you can hover around on the screen, or if you click and hold your mouse, you can actually draw a little temporary circle. And when you let go, that circle or shape or whatever will fade away. So if you want to underline this and say, we're talking about PowerPoint Live, and really draw their attention to that part of the slide. If you want to get out of this view and back to the part where you can see your notes, you'll click the meatball menu here and say show presenter view. And you've got a few other annotation tools there, like in drawing and highlighting, and whatever you draw, you can then go back with the eraser and erase it. You navigate through your slides here, or you can click them in sequence at the bottom. And this slide is a little special because it has an embedded YouTube video. So some of you had some rich media content inside of your PowerPoint presentations. We may have converted that to a YouTube video, or maybe you already had a YouTube video in there. PowerPoint Live has this really cool new feature where if you embed a YouTube video and when you as the presenter click play, it will also play it for everyone else in the audience. So if you come across a slide like this, just feel free to go ahead and click play. It will load this YouTube video. When you click pause, it will also pause it for the audience as well. So you do have some control. If you want to go to a specific time marker in that video, you can do that, and it should take everyone in the audience right to that point. And then when you're done, you can just use the arrows to advance to the next slide. Now this is the last slide, so of course I can't advance any further. So there's really only 3 things as a presenter that you need to know for this meeting to be successful. Is number 1, you need to be familiar with this control bar and how to mute and unmute your microphone. You need to know how to take control of the presentation that the facilitator will bring up for you. And you need to be familiar with the controls of PowerPoint Live itself so that you can work your way through your presentation and annotate your presentation. Once your turn is done, you can click the Stop Presenting button, and that will turn the PowerPoint slide off and the audience won't see anything. And then when your turn is over, the UF facilitator will then make you an attendee, and you'll get a little notification that you are now an attendee. All right, that was it. This was pretty short and sweet. We're trying to make this as easy as we can for you because we realize that Teams might be new for some of you. So we are trying to do all the heavy lifting that we can. And remember, you just need to know those 3 things. Unmute your microphone, make sure your camera's turned on, and then take control of your PowerPoint presentation, and you'll then be in the driver's seat of that PowerPoint. So if you have any questions, head over to the tech support channel and post messages there, and IFAS event staff will be sure to assist you. Thanks.